Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Boy, look at us. Hi, Kat. I want everybody to meet the co-host of the hour here. It's Kat. Her
Hello.
name's Catherine. She's gonna. Linda, in case anybody was interested, Linda wasn't the co-host, founder that we introduced. So, hope you guys. Hope we didn't steer you the wrong way. Hi, Kat. How you
Hi.
doing?
Good.
Good. So, how long you been in rescue?
6 years.
6 years. Cool. All right. So we got a really big show today. It is the puppy edition, right?
Woohoo.
All right. So let's get off on the right foot here. Everybody that's signed in here watching us a little bit early, guys. If you were here last week, you'll know that we had a giveaway drawing last week, right? We had a drawing. So those of you that are here, if you type in hashtag GPRM, that gets you entered in. Okay? So I'll leave that up for a minute. But the drawing's at the end of the show. Okay? And this week, we'll show this all again when everybody gets here. Licking pads. You put peanut butter in them and or yogurt or whatever goes in there, and they it keeps them busy. I know they look small, but I was reassured that I know at least one person that uses them on giant breed Great Pyrenees. So oh, I think we may have another person that uses them on a giant breed Great Pyrenees. All right, Roman uses too. Linda uses. So anyway, the licking pads is I believe it's a 4-piece set, and that's what's going to be given away at the drawing. So now, without too much else to do here, we want to introduce you to just an amazing young lady. Um, and Lindsay, get ready because we're bringing you up. So, everybody, our first dog we're bringing up is Mocha. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi.
Welcome,
How you
Lindsay.
doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Looks like Mocha is very comfortable too.
It's hard being a puppy.
It is hard being a puppy. I agree. I agree with that. So, all right. You wanna tell the folks about Mocha and then let's see if they have any questions when you're done.
So she's 5 months now. She just hit 50 pounds. She loves cats. She loves dogs. She's pretty shy around like new people. We've been working on her socialization. So she's pretty shy. But when she does warm up, she's the sweetest, funniest, like most personality dog ever. She loves to give kisses. Anytime any of the other dogs are upset or throwing a fit, she's right there to comfort them and lay on them and give them all the kisses.
Lindsay,
She's
So you said other dogs, so she gets along with other dogs.
Yeah, she's been to the dog park a few times.
Okay.
And I have my 3 too.
Lindsay, where do you
Right.
take her to get her socialized?
We go to Petco a lot, and she was just at my wedding, so she met like 90 people there.
Have you tried
Good.
Lowe's?
What about
Kind of. I don't go to Lowe's very often. We don't go to like those home stores. She loves Petco, and she's been to. We have a store called what's it called? Pet Supplies Plus here, so she goes to there.
okay? What about children? How would she get along with kids?
If they're docile, she does pretty well. I have an 8-year-old stepsister that she sees pretty much every weekend, and sometimes she'll have her friends over. So she's met a couple of them. As long as they don't scare her too much, I mean, they have to be kind of calm until she gets to know them. Now that she knows my stepsister, she's fine with them. But if she has any of like her friends come over, she's still pretty shy around them.
What? How big of a fence do you think she'll need? Does she ever challenge the fence?
She does not at all. I mean, I think she's tried to go through them. My dad kind of has like a cattle panel thing fence. And so she'll try to go through, but she hasn't ever tried to like stand up and go over or like dig under. So I don't think jumping.
And she's still young.
Yes.
I'm sure that we'll experience that later.
Yeah.
And she looks leggy. Is she as leggy, as long legs as she looks?
She has some pretty long legs and like a stubby body. She kind of has like a pity stance, I feel
Oh
like.
boy. Yeah. I tell you what. Do I have it? I got a video that is compiled from pictures and video. I think I'm gonna play that for the folks. What do you think, Lindsay?
Yeah.
Here we go. There we go. So it looks like you found the assembly instructions, but she looks like a dog again. So, all right. So GPRescue.com, if it's happening, that's where it's happening out here, and where you can read all about Mocha.
Lindsay, you said that Mocha has a quirky personality. Do you want to expand on that a little bit so everybody gets to know her?
I mean, she's kind of like any typical puppy. I mean, she just jumps around. She has a little squeaky toy pacifier that she carries around with her at all times. And like when she'll throw it and then she'll kind of like jump and then pounce on her toys.
Oh.
So she has a little happy personality. And the picture like you saw in the video where she lays on her back, she does that constantly. That's just her position. She's just funny.
Lindsay, have you been able to test her with cats?
Yes, I have a cat. My cat loves her, so it really helps their relationship. But she loves Mocha, and Mocha loves the cat. So.
Yeah, that is awesome. So, yeah. So, wow. And how much did you cover her weight? I don't remember hearing it.
Yes, we just weighed her this morning, and she's hit 50 pounds now.
Okay, cool. And she's 5 months old. This is awesome, Mocha. I wish you'd look at the camera so I can get my Mocha fix for the day. But oh, look at that! All right, cool. Yeah. As this is, for some reason that dog just gets me, right? But so all you have to do is go out to gprescue.com and you can read all about her. That's where you can apply for her. Everything's happening right there at gprescue.com, right? And it's got a lot of instructions in it. Or you can click the link up in the description of the show. All right. Lindsay, thank you for bringing her on. Right?
Thank you, guys.
I'm going to take you down to the green room. You're more than welcome to watch the show from there. But if she gets all twisted up like we saw in the video, you're coming back up because that's cute, and I want everybody else to see it because they're going to want to see it too. Right? So thank you so much, Lindsay.
Thank you, guys.
And if she's doing cute stuff just like that, that's cute right there. Okay. So, all right. Thanks, Lindsay. All right. So, wow. Now, I don't know what happened there. Wow. I tell you, I just really, really, really love that dog. Anyway, now let's bring them on. All right. Our next superstar, and I'm not sure which one he's bringing up here exactly, but that's all right. We're going to figure it out. Well, Glenn, you're coming up. Everybody, let's say hi to Glenn, and we can't see who you have there, Glenn. Hi, Glenn. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. This is Mercy.
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 Mercy. Wowzer. All right. What can you tell us about her? You've had her for, well, how old is she?
She is 18 weeks old. I've had her since she was 6 weeks. She is one of the 6 Pavo puppies that we picked up that were extremely sick. We almost lost. But as you can see, they've all come through great. She's healthy as can be. She is weighing close to 40 pounds at this point. She is, out of the 6, she has always been the alpha of the group. She's the one that's been leading everyone. But she's also very loving and cuddly.
We have a question, Glenn.
Yeah.
We have a question here. Nancy wants to know if she's an Anatolian.
She is German Shepherd Lab Husky mix.
Yeah. Wow. Now, did we know the parents or the bloodline, or did somebody do a DNA?
No, knew the parents.
Okay.
Mercy has always been the first one. She likes her kibbles. Let's just put it that way.
Yes, she does. And for all the money that gets spent on toys, her favorite toy, plastic water bottle.
Oh, those are big hits now.
Oh yeah, they like the noise.
Now, when you're done here, I've got a video I made up of Mercy also, like Oka. So go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there was a question.
No, no worries at all. She is very energetic. When she's out with her brothers and sisters, she rules the roost, but she likes to play hard and play long. But then when you get her separated, she just calms right down and she becomes a love buddy. We are working on leash training with her. She is the very first one out of the group that really picked up. She knows her sit command and coming.
Glenda, is she still a licker? She likes to lick you.
Oh, yes.
Reader.
She is a very good licker. We are working on being still puppy. She has a tendency, if she's not getting attention, she will start to try and jump on you to get the attention. But we're working on that one. That's how we got her to sit. She knows that if she sits, she gets petted and she gets the attention. If she jumps, we walk away from her and ignore her, and she doesn't like that.
Oh, a Pyrenees that doesn't like to be ignored, or a Pyrenees mix? I think Reagan sent a message and said that Shepherd Husky mix. But who cares, you know?
Yep. She loves the water. She loves playing in their swimming pool.
All right. Cool. So Nancy has a question. You did answer Mercy's, but she wants to know what Mocha's mixed with. So I'm going to have to bring Lindsay back up for that one. All right. Hi, Lindsay. What's Mocha's mix?
She has a bunch of things in her. They tested her brother, so we don't know like the exact percentages for her exactly. But the main things were Pyrenees, Husky, and Pitbull.
Okay. Cool. Pyrenees, Husky, and Pitbull. Now, sorry about that. Now, I wanted to touch on something. Since Glenn's up here, getting back up here. Sorry, Glenn. All right, thanks, Lindsay. I'm going to send you back down. You know, and that brings up a question. Isn't this a Great Pyrenees rescue, and isn't that not a pier?
That is true. But
so they had parvo, didn't they?
They did. They were extremely sick, almost dead.
And if Linda didn't take them, dogs would have died, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So basically,
by the time Linda was able to get into it and got me down there, we had some that we weren't sure were going to even make the trip to the vet.
Gotcha.
So
So,
they are not up here, but Linda stepped in with the rescue, couldn't let them suffer, be sick, or die. We brought them in.
so that means that it really is all about the dogs here, isn't it?
Exactly.
Now, when Glenn went to California on a trip to take Buddy and Snowflake, that's when the puppies were at the vets and they were released, and I had to go get them. So they spent a week with me, and I'm telling you, those were love bugs. As sick as those dogs were, they wanted to love on you always.
Out of all the pictures you sent me, Glenn, that's my favorite. Is it okay
Yeah.
if I play that video for everybody, Glenn?
Sure, go right ahead.
All right, here we go. All right, then. So, all right. GPRescue.com. Go out to the current adoptables. That's where you can read all about Mercy. Now, I'm going to bring Roman up with us, and he's going to sit in with us. And now you got another one of the featured dogs, don't you?
I do. I'm
Wanna
going to go
swap
get
'em out?
Rainy. Excuse me?
Okay.
I'm going to
You
go
wanna
swap
swap 'em
out and get
out?
Rainy.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna send you down, and I will play Rainy's video while you're down there. How's that?
Sounds perfect.
Give you some time. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Glenn. We'll see you in just a couple minutes. All right. So, wow, Mercy, isn't she beautiful? She really is, and she's still a baby. Now, Great Pyrenees Rescue of Missouri said we don't discriminate. They're all my babies. All right. Thank you, Linda, for clearing that. Again, sorry everybody. Thank you, Linda, for clearing that up. So now those puppies, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it. In order to bring a dog into rescue, we have to have a place to put them, and a place to put them is a foster home. So, man, if you guys know of anybody, and one of the ways of getting all of this going is share our show when it's over. Okay, share the show. That's a good way to get the word out. For here, we want to generate applications. I just took away part of Reagan's. That's okay. And stopped Mercy. That's right where you go, right there. And there's a link up in the description. And we're gonna be coming back with Glenn in just a second. Oh, and we have a Kuvaz over here barking. We also have a very special guest. Briefly, very briefly, but so Glenn's probably bringing. That was hard to say. Rainy. Oh, there's Glenn. Thank goodness. Hi, Glenn.
Hello.
Oh, Rainy.
Here is
Oh
Rainy.
my gosh.
There's Rainy. Oh my.
She was the one of
Oh,
the
look at
littlest
that.
ones too.
Hi, Sherry. Sherry's watching us from Michigan. Okay. Don't forget to put in the comments hashtag GPRM. This week is licking pads. Okay. So you put in the comments GPRM and entered in our drawing, and we'll have the drawing at the end of the show. So, Glenn, what can you tell us about this sweetheart?
Well, this is Rainy. She has been, probably the medium size. She is in the low 30s on weight, but she is also the fireball of the group. She's the hardest to catch when she wants to play keep away. She runs the hardest, she runs the furthest, but she also loves to cuddle. and she is just a happy girl most of the time. She
You
likes to
mean
pick
like
on
that?
likes to pick on her bigger brother Apollo.
Okay. And how much? I was I was watching where I was clicking. And how much does she weigh? Did you say?
She is pushing about 32 pounds.
Right. And she's the same age as Mercy, right?
She is.
Now look at that ball, and the size of the ball versus the size of the little girl dog there, or Rainy. I think she's going to be a basketball player. Bigger the
She
dog, the
loves
bigger the
playing with it.
toys, right? Yeah, that's an indicator how big she's going to get. So, you have any questions for about Rainy before I tell everybody where to read all about her? Um, okay. What now? You had Rainy too, didn't you, Kat?
I did. I had all of them except for, I guess, Bix. There was a confusion in the names, but Bix is the only one I didn't have. He was still in the hospital.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right. Now,
And
I didn't
Rainey
play the
was the
video.
second smallest at the time.
Yes, she was.
And how much bigger is she now that you're seeing her now?
Rainey
Shoot up
was
like a rocket?
probably, okay, so she was probably this big when I had her. So yeah, she's a lot bigger than when I had her. They were in an X pen, and Rainey was one that I could barely get my fingertips on to try to pull her up over it without having to open the gate. All of Asa was the biggest one. She was the easiest, and she was always the first one to jump up to get food.
Okay. Right.
When I picked up the dogs, they were all under 10 pounds.
Yeah, they were tiny.
Look at that face. Oh, I mean, it's beautiful. Now, I did not play the video, but we'll play it this time. Now, GPRescue.com, current adoptables. That's where you go read all. That's where you go read all about Rainy. Her bio, her profile's up there, and all kind of stuff's up there. So we'll let Reagan cover the rest of that part. Rescue update. So what kind of fence do you think these Mercy and Rainy will end up needing?
You know, I have them out all the time with a 4-foot fence. They never make an attempt to go over it, and they will actually stand up on top of their dog houses so they can have their paws up to the top of the 6-foot fence. And they don't have any desire to go over it. They just get up high on the dog houses so they can see better.
Right. Wow. Right. And that's awesome. It's so gprescue.com, current adoptables. That's where you go to adopt Rainy. So now you've got awesome one with their sister, don't you?
Asa?
Yeah, Asa. I'm going to play her video real quick here. I just forgot to do it. So here we go. All right, that was that fun little video. That very first picture of her. First time I ever saw that picture, I thought she looked like a field mouse. So, all right. So, gprescue.com, current adoptable. So, you have a comment up here. Let's see if there's a question. Oh, my sound keeps cutting out.
Yep.
All right, sorry about that, but I hope I'm legible.
You are. The video was cutting out too, so I don't know if that makes a difference to you.
Yeah, it does. Internet's got to be perfect. If you get a packet lost, then sticker, right? So anyway, so that means it wasn't me. Have you had that happen with StreamYard before when you play a video, Roman?
Roman.
Roman?
I'm good.
Oh, Roman can't hear. Oh, there you are. Can you hear me, Roman? Was I cutting out
Yeah, I
very
do.
bad?
No,
Okay.
perfect.
All right. Cool. All right, Glenn, you want to go down and get
Asa,
Asa? Matter of fact, isn't she leaving quickly?
she is leaving tomorrow. She has been adopted.
All right. Hey. Well,
We
how
still want
about
to see
we
your
send,
video.
yeah, well, I don't have a video for Asa
Oh, you don't?
because
Oh.
she's adopted. But I tell you what, I do have a video for our very special guest. Let's do the very special guest, Glenn.
Do you want me to bring up the special guest? Okay.
Yes, I do.
All right.
This is. I'm going to play the video, and while you're getting her, okay?
Sounds good. I'll be
Fair?
right back.
All right. So Friday, and Roman knows about this. He was there too, virtually, and had a situation going on down in southeast Missouri, southwest, wherever that is. He had a dog. Well, tell you what, look, I'm going to play her video, and it'll be a little easier to talk about then, right? So, I figure out where I put it. Oh, I'm not going to do this anymore, Cat. All right. So, anyway, here we go. Everybody meet Kaya, however you're going to pronounce
Kaya.
it.
Kaya.
Hey, Kaya.
There's the girl in the video right there.
Hey, sweet
Right.
girl.
This is a different dog than she was yesterday. She's up and coming. Keep your eyes open, okay? And did you give her a bath?
No.
Okay.
Nope. I didn't want to put her through the trauma of trying to bathe her.
That's right. That's right. So just because she was rolling around in the water, the mud puddles, but she wasn't doing that to get herself clean. She was doing that so she could jump up on the sofa. Because if they're not muddy, they won't get on the sofa. So anyway, yeah, that was a very it's a neglect. She lived on a chain. She's 15 months old, right, Glenn?
15. Correct.
15 months. And that whole 15 months, she's never had been to a vet.
Never been to a vet, never been in a car. She's been chained to a tree the entire time.
Hey, Kaya.
And that's that's traumatic for a dog. Okay. And then they didn't treat her as nice as I would hope I would have, and that's traumatic to a dog too.
That little bit of trust in you, Glenn, that's a miracle.
It is.
Well,
And the one I said that we had a mail carrier that contacted Linda about the dog. That was on Thursday. On Friday, Glenn was there. We were there virtually picking her up. Only Glenn had a little bit of an issue there. Believe it or not, that dog wouldn't let Glenn near her. If you can believe that. All right. Well, I know you would rather believe your eyes than me. So, but he was very traumatized. So the mail carrier, Shannon, she had a somewhat of a relationship with her. And so we asked if there was any way she'd come over after she got off work, and well, she was there 30 minutes later. So, and this little girl, happy to see her, and that was a turning point.
Very
Then she
much.
ran up to Glenn. Then she ran up to Glenn, and well, this now she Glenn told me some cool stuff. She spent the night with him last night too, right next to him on the floor. He slept on the floor with her.
Wow.
So
Yep,
what can you
that's
tell us about that real quick, Glenn? Then we got to move
well.
on.
I don't like leaving dogs alone first few nights, and so we made a bed up out in the garage out of sleeping bags. And as soon as I laid down, she came over and basically she put one paw on me to look to see if it was okay. Told her it was good. She put the other paw, and then she just flopped down straight across my chest. And she spent pretty much all night just curled up on top of me sleeping. We've done that the past two
So,
nights in a row.
and I see that with traumatized dogs like that, this can go either way. We all know this, and I'm going to ask Roman to elaborate on it quickly before we take her down. Um, she could have been timid, afraid of everybody. She could have gone that route, but she elected to go with the route that, well, the gentle hands, and she trusts. You obviously wanted to trust people, okay, but the people that was there, she couldn't. I think that possibility, she thought that was normal in her life, like we wrote in that video.
You probably can't
Then,
see it, but her tail is wagging down there too.
oh, I know why you won't let us see it, because you tied a mop to it and she's mopping the floor.
That's it.
But so Roman, I want Roman to come up and ask us. I mean, that is my question. So you know, Roman, puppy question. This is a puppy edition. Why is she seeking this attachment like this? Look at her. Remember, she wouldn't let him near her yesterday.
Well, building secure attachment doesn't come with force. It comes with the dog feeling safe. And for the dog feeling safe, the environment has to feel safe. And so if a person shows and emits that safety, then the dog is likely to connect there. So what makes the dog feel safe? Proper information flow. If the person shows the right intentions, if the person shows respect to the dog's needs, if the person offers everything that a dog needs, that's creating the secure attachment. So therefore, there is a natural flow from insecurity and safety and fear into safety, trust, and care. So that's the bonding process. And so some people obviously are more gifted than others to get the dog's trust faster than other people. And it doesn't have to do with being a male or a female. It's kind of like a human sexist approach. However, we see that usually males feel very confident about doing stuff. At the same time, they are easily to invade and feeling predatory to a dog, while females are more caring and more loving. They share more emotions, and therefore the dog trusts females more. However, if a person can merge those feminine and masculine aspects in one person, then the dog has no problem bonding with one person or the other. But the reality is the dogs only bond securely with one person. And then the other relationships will be after that. It's kind of like with children. They love all the parents, both parents, and even if they're split parents for like different relationships and marriages, then again, the child will only trust one person. It doesn't have to be the parent though, but that would be the secure attachment. When the poop hits the fan, where would you go? That's a secure attachment.
And now, I've been asked before, um, but isn't that bad for a dog to be adopted when they get so attached to the foster, then we move them to an adopter, and they're afraid that the dog will be traumatized missing the foster. Um, I love your answer.
Well, it's a very, very good question. We have to recognize that a dog needs a secure attachment, and usually the system failed, and the secure attachment is broken, so the dog needs to reattach. The only way the dog feeling safe in an environment is to have that secure attachment. Now, um, if the dog doesn't know how to build secure attachment, somebody has to teach him how to build secure attachment. So here's where the foster comes in, teaching the dog what safety feels like, what comfort feels like, what care and nurturing feels like, what healthy food feels like, what consistency feels like, what predictability feels like. And from there, then we can recreate those little attachment relationships with other family members of that foster. And then we come in and generalize that idea that we can make relationships with other people. That's where the socialization comes in. Socializing is not meeting people. Socializing means building relationships with people, building relationships with dogs, building relationships with things that are in danger and things that are trustworthy. How would the dog know what to do with those new meetings if there is nobody there to teach him? So if a foster does it right, then it will educate the dog what to do with the adopter. And this is another repetition how to build secure attachment. So the dog has already the solid foundation how to build those attachment. However, dogs who come from trauma may take those attachment relationships to the next level and becomes a survival attachment relationship, which means without you I'm going to die, and then we reinforce separation anxiety. So the way we teach the dog that a relationship doesn't have to be only survival relationship or codependent relationship. It has to be a natural, healthy relationship, and that's what the foster has to be educated how to build those relationships with the dog, so he learns how to bond and stretch with people. What is the difference between a family member and a non-family member? What is the difference between a family child um, and a stranger, and especially with Pyrenees, what is the difference between a person inside my property and the difference between a person outside my property? What makes a predator, and what makes a mailman a good guy?
Yes. You were there talking about um, what it feels like to be touched and what it feels, and we were witnessing. Anyway, thank you, Roman. You seem to have frozen up. Oh, there you're back. All right, we got to move on, and thank you for this input. That was very, very, because that's
Now,
the difference between success and not.
just wanted to remind people that to do these kind of rescues does take money, and we appreciate every donation that we get. We try to use it exclusively on the animals, always. So please remember us when you're looking for putting out donations.
That's right. Because I read all the time that people see these dogs in bad shape and they say all that dog needs a little bit of love. Trust me, the rescue has plenty of love. Okay, we also have to have the funding. So if this is where we go right there, buy a T-shirt. Okay, but I'm not going to get into that part. So thank you, Roman, and going to move on now. And we have. You want to stay up, or you have to, or do you have an appointment, Roman? Okay.
I have to move
Thank
on.
you, Roman. Okay. Thanks, Roman. All right.
Thank
Bye.
you, Roman.
Everybody say bye to
Bye.
Roman.
Hi, Roman.
Okay. So now, Glenn, thank you for coming. I'm going to move you back down to the green room. Okay.
All right.
And, all right. Thank you. And GPRescue.com. That's where you wow, Glenn had 4 of the dogs that we had, 4 of the 5 of the dogs we had here, didn't we? All right, everybody, here we go. We are going to, well, let's just move right in. Well, hi, Reagan. How are you doing today?
Hi, Steve. I'm doing well.
There you are. Oh, good, good. So here we are again, huh?
Here we are.
Is there any? Well, man, we covered Kaya. So there, we took some of your news away, didn't we?
Well, that's okay. It was great to see her, and she is such a sweetheart.
Yes, she is. So, is there any other news you would like to talk about?
Well, I'd like to talk about our T-shirts.
Okay, and that's what I was just saying. You know, the rescue's got plenty of love, but it also takes money, so we have to do fundraising too. And
Yeah.
that's what this is, isn't it? So go ahead, take it away.
Well, do you have the colors of all those T-shirts we have?
Yes, I did right there. And the first one, my favorite.
Our rescue green. So the T-shirt
Yes.
is in 5 colors. We have 6 days left of the fundraiser. And we have almost reached our goal. We've sold 41 out of 50 shirts. So we have 9 more to go.
Right.
6 days left in the sale.
These are good looking shirts too. And they're Hanes. Every time I bought a Hanes, everything went well with them. So
Yep, they're 100% cotton. And we have adult sizes small to 4XL and youth sizes.
And they are always a good quality. Always.
They are. Oh,
oops, that's not a shirt. Sorry. You know I did that on purpose. Anyway, okay, so you said 6 days left. That's less than a week. So get your shirts in. This fundraiser does have an expiration date. And, so I mean, I got mine in. I even wearing my logo too.
Yes.
So now to go along with the t-shirts, there's other things, there's other ways to help also, right?
There's other ways to donate. We have Amazon and Chewy wish lists. So you can also sign up on Amazon Smile and we get a portion of what you purchase. And Steve, I think there's a Kroger program that's similar. Is that
Yeah.
the case?
Yes. And I'm a member of it. For those of you that have a Kroger grocery store around you, they have a thing called Community Rewards Program, which is very, very similar to Amazon Smile. You sign up with your favorite rescue. And if you live in St. Clair, you can sign up to Great Pyrenees Rescue of Missouri. I think it's got to be in the surrounding area of Kroger, though. So, well, no, it doesn't either because, nope, I had to put mine to our local animal welfare. So Kroger does have an option if you have one nearby, and if you're out of reach for Great Pyrenees Rescue of Missouri, then do your shelter. But do it because they also need it. Thanks. But now I
Thank
just
you
want
for
to touch on
putting up
one
that
other
link.
thing. Okay, I didn't.
I think Linda did.
Oh, thank you,
Shelley
Linda.
had a question on how to order the t-shirts. So Linda just put up a link for it. But you can go to gprescue.com and there should be a link in there also.
And there's a
That
link
is right.
for All About the Dogs Facebook page and our GP Rescue Facebook page.
Yep. What's the biggest expenditure do you think, or it's probably a toss-up of the rescue right now?
Yeah, probably dog food and preventatives
Dog
actually
food.
expense a monthly
Now,
preventative.
dog food is on the wish list, both of them, right?
All the time.
So that's the biggest expenditure of this rescue.
With
And then preventatives are next. Not a lot you can help with the preventives other than donating. Okay, donate. So anyway, sorry, Reagan, I didn't mean to take over your spot, but
That's all right, Steve. So we do want to thank everyone who donated. This past week, we were able to bring Kaya in, and she desperately needed rescued, and are bringing in another female as well. So we've gotten a couple off of our waiting list, but we still have a waiting list of dogs.
And Reagan, what's the best way
Um,
to get those dogs off the waiting list?
The best way is to apply to foster. We had some foster applications come in last week as well, and that's another reason we were able to bring in these dogs. So donations and fosters are what we need most.
and this dog here on the waiting list, he has to be surrendered by no fault of hers at all, huh?
That is Tasha. She is 3 years old in Missouri. Her owner died. The husband passed away. The wife is losing the home and moving in with family, and she cannot take Tasha with her.
And that happens. Okay, I mean, we don't want it to happen, but it happens. So, gprescue.com/foster. What else do we have?
Well,
We have an update.
what about Pearl? Do we have an update on Pearl?
Yeah. Let me see what I have on Pearl. Just might here. Oh, look at this. Can I play it?
Yes.
Wow, 1 week later is what that video said.
1 week.
1 week later, really?
It's been 1 week, yes, since we rescued Pearl from euthanasia at a Kansas shelter.
Awesome.
For those of viewers that were asking about her, I had read that they've been asking for updates. There we have it. Reagan just gave you an update. I don't think she's done yet either. How's she doing?
She's doing well. She is very friendly, very sweet, loves her foster mom, very playful, as you could see in that video. She does have some anxiety to thunderstorms and fireworks, which we are trying a thunder shirt and CBD treats to help her.
And sometimes that works, and well, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
Let's find out. So, but we do know she's afraid of them.
Most likely.
Keep your eyes open for Pearl. She's going to be up and coming, isn't she? She's a beautiful girl. Is that the last of your?
That's my news for this week, Steve.
Awesome, Reagan. We'll see
Thanks,
you next
Reagan.
week. I'm gonna run you down to the green room. That way you do whatever you have to do. And if you need to leave, then that's your opportunity. But if you want to come back up, you know how to do it. So,
All right.
Reagan.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for
Okay.
everything that you do, and we'll see you next week. All right, everybody. Now you have it. So now, Linda wants to talk about something. I'm sorry, Kat wants to talk about something that's Linda was on last week. Kat, sorry.
All right.
That's very very important right now.
Yes,
Guys
actually,
have all been experiencing it.
I was introduced to Great Pyrenees because I rescued, or I always say she rescued herself from firework distress. She was an escapee, and this is a time of the year that we find in rescue to be the most traumatic for animals. 62% of animals struggle to cope with firework phobias. And as you can see, Pearl is amongst those that are in that 62%. There are several things you can do to try and help the dogs. First is to try and take away their anxiety by distracting them, giving them a play toy, turning up the music or the television so that they can't hear the fireworks, and learn about the local events in your area so that you know when the fireworks display is going to be coming out. You know, to be able to take your dog out for her walk or his walk before the noise starts, because that's a prime time that animals escape through fear, is when they're out for a walk and they take off. Also, to make sure that they have a safe spot in their home. A lot of times we have kennels that they have a spot or a corner that they know where they have their safe spot, and get those treats in there. Reagan mentioned CBD treats, but it doesn't even have to be those. We're giving away one of those things today where they can, there we go, that they can keep themselves busy to distract themselves from the noise. And that's all. Just make sure that they know that you're there for them and that they have a safe spot that they can be, and that you're trying everything in your power to distract them from the noise.
Yeah. Roman talked about secure attachment. This is what he was talking about. So instead of running away from the noise, we want them to run to you for comfort.
Right.
That's that secure attachment. Wow. And so are there any other points that you need?
You know, mostly those were them. Just to make sure that you're not leaving your dogs, especially if you know they have these kind of situations, unattended. Don't leave them outside. You know, time their potties and those outdoor activities for when there isn't any noise going on, and make sure that your gates are secured and those kind of things.
Remember, they're trying to run away from the noise. Okay. They don't know they can't do that. They're trying to run away from them. So it's always good to have good attachment to your dog, because hopefully they'll run to you.
Correct.
Wow, Linda, that's a very important topic too. Fireworks are a problem. Worse than thunderstorms because there's no warning.
And you know,
The
when I first got Gypsy, she was very responsive to the thunder shirts. In fact, she would go to where I used to have my thunder shirt hanging for her whenever she was feeling uncomfortable. And that was my cue to be in the corner with her and get her in a secure situation.
Yep. So now, thank you so much, Kat. That was an excellent talking point you had. Now, we have, if you go out to gprescue.com, and don't forget to type in hashtag GPRM, get into the drawing. Okay. So, and there was a question that was asked by Peer Rescue. There was a rescue bank in our area. There's there's a little bit of an answer there. So the rescue, and Linda in particular, she has a certain food that she likes, feed the dogs, and she doesn't like swapping them around, but she might be open to mixing it or something, but we'll see. Rescue bank, we use that back in Ohio. That definitely saves some money. So anyway, um, Greg says he's fortunate his pack will bark if they hear fireworks, but do not get scared. Got extra special pack there. I know his pack. Tracking collars, GPS, absolutely. Dog gets away, gets out, at least you'll know where your dog is. Now that
And
those batteries don't last forever.
A lot of areas also know your rescue areas. Like we have Lee's Lost and Found, and it's the biggest one in our area. Everybody knows that they find a dog that's loose, they know to post it on that. So get to know your local lost and found rescue areas where they post dogs that are found and lost.
Yep. Thank you. Now, so Rachel's gonna step up here. Thank you very much, Kat. Will you be willing to do a talking point next week with us?
Sure.
Okay, good. We'll come up with something very interesting and something that everybody deals with. We just don't know yet. If you have a talking point that you want to learn a little more on, comment. We'll look at that. So now, Glenn even has another dog. But hang on a second here. I just want everybody to see this. That's where she's been. Same dog that he couldn't get near yesterday. That was just yesterday. So
No,
wait a minute.
this is
Oh,
Junie.
yeah, it is. Ah,
Swap 'em
okay.
out.
That's you're up. You
Yeah.
swapped them out. So, wow. So, who do you have there, Glenn?
This
Juniper.
is Juniper or Junie.
Okay.
Uh,
If you go out to gprescue.com and just scroll down, there's a featured dog on the website. All right. And this is her, and Rachel would like to tell you just a little bit about her.
Okay, so this is Jennifer. She's almost 2 years old. Her rescue thinks that she's a great parent husky mix. She has one beautiful white and one that's part brown and part blue. Her foster dad really has helped her come out of her shell. Still a little on the shy side and little time to warm thanks. She enjoys attention. Her foster dad stops petting her, gently nudges him with her nose. Need of a canine friend in forever home. They have helped her to be less shy, loves to be brushed, and favorite butter filled bones.
Wow.
She really enjoys going on walks, and she's great on a leash, and she requires a quiet home, 6-foot fence.
That's amazing. Okay. So
Pretty.
that's okay. So this is Juniper. You can go out to gprescue.com. Scroll down. Going to see. All right. So Glenn, why does she need a 6-foot fence? Is that with her fears trying to run away from like fireworks?
She tries to run away from any type of noise. When I first picked her up, she had been discarded over a 6-foot fence at a hospital and just dumped in the middle of the night. She was fearful of everything. It took me 3 days of crawling on the ground before she would walk on a leash with me. And then she walks 3 steps behind, and if she hears a twig snap, she used to go into panic mode. So any noise would set her off, and she'd try and escape from the fence area.
And how is she now?
We've made great progress with her. I mean, she's still apprehensive when she meets new people. She takes a while to warm up. But once she meets you, as long as you are not overly, anxious to see her, or if you're not a real loud voice, then she just warms right up to you and she wants to love on you all she can. She craves attention. She wants to have that bond, but she's afraid of anything that's loud, whether it be your voice or noises around.
Okay. Well, and there's no point in having a loud voice around a Great Pyrenees. They have very good hearing.
They do.
Yeah. So
Plus, they
that
ignore
means
you
that
most of the time anyway, so.
Exactly. I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
they
So the
hear
loud
you, they
voice
just
won't
don't
be-
listen to you.
Yeah. They can hear a leaf drop 6 blocks away, but they won't come when called, but because they can't hear you. So, yeah, Juniper is on the national or the, geez, I'm killed here. GPRescue.com, and right there is a featured dog. So, and that's also where you apply to adopt her. Now, is it possible that if they wanted to foster her, would they allow that? We'll see what Linda posted in the comments. Would go if they would like to foster her first. I don't know. So, GPRescue.com. What a show we had today, Kat.
Glenn has an enormous amount of our dogs because, he's awesome. But I'm sure that Glenn would be happy to let other people foster some of these dogs so that he can take in other dogs like Kaya who need his help a little bit more.
Exactly. Once we get dogs to a certain point, it's great for them to be able to move on to a foster or adopter, because then that's exactly right. I can take in the dogs that need more of my time and attention.
Cool. All right. So everybody, we thank you for joining us. You guys got to meet Mercy and Polka and Rainy and and Kaya and Juniper. Whoa, what a busy day today. And we learned some stuff about some tips on how to keep our dogs safe 4th of July, which also covers you in thunderstorms too. The thing about thunderstorms is they have warning. Your barometric pressure changes. The dog has associated that, so they could start getting stressed out when the pressure starts changing because they know what's next. Just like when they come to you for guidance, they know what's next. They get a reward. I know, hopefully, mine do. Oh, a little goofy dog. So, and we still have a waiting list. We showed you Tasha Pearl's 7-day update. She's been in the foster home for 7 days today. Courtney, you can share that video now, Courtney. So, thank you for joining us. Next week, now I think we're gonna have Yogi on. They're working on that, so that could be an exciting show. But I am going to bring Reagan back up so everybody can say goodbye. I just forewarned her, right? So, and I want to bring Glenn back up. Right?
He was up.
Like I said, well, I told you I was going to bring him down so I could bring him up. Now we're going to do the drawing right now. So, almost forgot about that. I would have really gotten shot. Now, so everybody, I'll give you another 10 seconds because we're on overtime. You get your hashtag GPRM and type it into the comments, and that'll enter you into the drawing. So that's how you type it. That's what it looks like. Hashtag GPRM. So got about 4, 3, 2. We are on overtime. So here we go. Let me get the screen up there and bring it up. It happened. I just removed it. Sorry, everybody. I'm new at this, it looks like. There we go. All right, let's have our drawing. What a day. Come on, Greg. I can't wait to get you here. Here we go. Okay. All right. You send me an email. Congratulations, Judy. If you send me an email at steve@gprescue.com with your shipping information, we will get that sent in the mail Monday or Tuesday. I told everybody I'd get it right out. When I got down to the post office last week for the collar, and well, town of South Charleston, apparently they don't have anybody to fill in for them when they go to lunch. And I couldn't send it last Monday, but her collar should be there today, according to the tracking number. So, Judy, if you send me your contact information and your shipping address, we'll get that out to you. So, congratulations, everybody. You guys have a great weekend. See you next week. We're hoping we can get. I hope I'm not putting my foot in my mouth, Reagan. We're hoping to get Yogi on. That is one gorgeous dog.
Yes, he is.
And I think he's a pretty good sized dog too, isn't he?
Yes.
Now, is Yogi the one that looks like a Yeti?
He looks like a Yeti.
All right. All right, Glenn, thank you for coming on. Lindsay, if you're watching, thank you for coming on. Take care of my girl out there. I really like I really like Mocha, but I also like, well, Rainy and Mercy and Juniper and Kaya and Pearl. I like them all. So, but I can't adopt them all. I don't have enough money. So, all right, Michael and Kelly and Laura and everybody. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Here we go. Bye, everyone. Just give me a quick second.